If you're here super early, people, hello. I'm just getting the live stream chat up and running. At least I hope it's working. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think I actually have the chat running. Good stuff. People coming in. Lovely to see you all this evening. Hope you're good. Rianne, good evening to you. Feeling very ilt. Hope you're okay. Sandra, good to see you. Renoir, didn't get shiny. The Wobbuffet, one of the weirdestly named Pokemon. Sorry to hear there was a lack of sparkles. Earlier, I was going to say, Ult and Valadu, good to see you, dude, in the chat. How's it going? We're going to kick things off with the Groudon raid, because why the hell not? Since we have a little bit of time before, if I go online, okay, the search function's not working. And I think the chat's frozen. Oh dear. Oh my god. I think it's the chat getting going with everything. Come on. Mr. Banana, good to see you there. Right, we're going to try again. There. We have some people from the Patreon. Good day, fellow Poke trainers. Certainly a good day. Hope you're good. Hope you are A-OK. Ciao, Lucy. Good to see you. I feel like my team... Yeah, my team is dead. That is no bueno. No bueno at all. Sammy, good to see you. Hope everyone is good. I've noticed this earlier. Has anybody else been struggling with invites? Genuinely feels like invites are not getting to people properly. Who else is in here with me? It's Scantidor. I'll have to bail. I'm not doing it with 3 people. It's very strange. Okay, we're going to jump out of that one and re-lobby. So, I hope everyone's good this evening. Bit of Wobbuffet Spotlight Hour action. We're also going to do a few Dynamax battles dotted around. If we can get going with this Groudon to start with. Obviously, Groudon Raid Hour is tomorrow. There we go, let's try and get Sammy in here. CeeLo, good to see you. Musica Pogo, good to see you as well. Welcome in. Excited for my 6 p.m. rocket balloon. Is it lining up to be a team leader, or is it going to be a grunt of some variety? There we go. Good stuff. Sam is in the lineup. Pokey, good to see you. How are we all doing? Start of another week. We've got the Psychic Spectacular starting tomorrow. Bringing in Hatena, I think it is. Also Dynamax Belden for the first time ever, which is very cool. What do we all think? Ponytail video is awesome, I love the editing. CeeLo, thank you so very much. Really, really glad to hear it was an enjoyable watch, because it took a long time to put that one together. Digging around on the old archives, finding that intro sequence from, I think we haven't used that since 2022, actually. Right, 5 of us in, that's much more like it. Mr. Banana. I know the problems of having mics not recording and things not working out as planned. Hopefully you're able to rescue the 2-hour recording, or able to redo in some way. Ooh, no stranger to technical difficulties over here, that's for damn sure. My Griffin, yes, good to see you, my man. May have been a frozen bit on the stream. How are things? And how are we all feeling now post Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta Community Day? Got that one out of the way, and I saw Pokemon Go on X kind of posting a teaser almost, saying like, oh, what do we think could be October's Community Day? I'm thinking it could be Clink. They'll go down a line of like Timber. Timber was October last year. What do we think could be October's Community Day? Because it's a good couple of weeks away, 3 or so weeks, I think. Be interested to see what they do, because kind of anything is up for grabs. Although actually I think from memory, peeps, 22.97 on my end. Hopefully the peeps who are invited get something better. Let's see if it can be shiny. What was I thinking along? Yes. Somebody saying there's can't get any worse than Ponyta, so that's always a bonus. Well, triple dust is always good. I didn't capitalise on it the best I should have. Not shiny Groudon here, unfortunately. Shady RK9, good to see you. Randy and Ace, welcome in, both of you. How's it going? Hoping it's your mask, but don't know, could be anything knowing Niantic. To be honest, Ace, I think you've got quite a good shout with that one, because your mask and Galarian your mask, obviously it's kind of the season of Galar. I don't know. They've never done a dual form com day back to back, but never say never on something, you know? Not a bad shout. And there's the catch. Excited for Clink, CeeLo. I think it's one of those mons that a lot of people still don't necessarily have the shiny of. Ooh, we got a 7-kilometer egg. Let's slowly watch it hatch. Sammy got 2307. Damn, that would have been a Hundo Zekrom. And we've hatched the very thing we spent Saturday catching from Australia. Goodbye, pony. Now I can actually whack on. Oh, can I reach that Dynamax Wooloo? But there was a Stonjourner there. It's now going to turn into a Wobbuffet. Hope it's your man. Still don't have Runerigus. Yes, that's one of the more elusive Pokemon to get. Can I access the Dynamax stop? That's the thing, is this Dynamax stop is annoyingly in the middle of Ealing Studios. Oh, we have an encounter. Oh, it's a Squovet. It's not much to shout about. Let's check the Wobbuffet over here. Now, we do have plenty of Wobbuffet shinies from previous events. Never been able to get the party hat one though, but we are at 60. We started at 1614 encounters and 203 XL. We should probably whack down. Let's go for a slow bro as a mega, shall we? Just to give us the little psychic boost. Let's do it. I see Waldmeisterkraft, welcome into the stream. And my Floof, small doggy, welcome in. Psychic Spectacular eggs. Yeah, the 7 kilometer eggs don't look too bad for that event. You are very right. But if we can pick up a pink... Oh, yes, pink shiny third check-in. I love it when something like that pulls together at the right time. Okay, there's Golden Raz, and we're going to throw the regular Pokeball at it. Come on, shiny straight off the bat. If you haven't subscribed, do so, and throw a like on the stream. That's nice. Very nice indeed. Call in the shiny. Fantastic. That's pretty jokes. And it's a 3-star, because I think it's windy boosted. Not too bad at all. Literally encounters-wise, 16, 17 in. That's jokes. We're going Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet on the encounters. The Spotlight Hour bonus, I think, tonight is 2 times catch XP from memory. And actually, Wobbuffet is a very nice, easy, excellent to hit. So, there you go. I like pink shinies. I think a lot of people, Dripsfee, like a pink shiny. There are lots of them, and that sort of hot pink magenta does suit quite a lot of Pokemon very well. You've got the likes of the Mudkip family in there. They've got a huge Wobbuffet. That's actually perfect for hopefully upcoming Psychic-type showcases. Don't forget, Psychic Spectacular. You're very likely to have showcases Monday through to Wednesday next week, which will be Psychic-focused. Sewaddle is October Com Day. Have they just announced it? Is that a confirmed announcement? I'll have to tab out and look. But I can't do it. I'm on stream. It's just been confirmed, has it? Mark will be very happy indeed. Sewaddle, good shiny family, triple stage, ticks it off. Although... this means, people, I think there's only one other Unovan family that can't be shiny as of yet. So if Sewaddle's getting its community day in October with Shadowclaw, that's going to be interesting for Levany. That'll be funky. There was only one other family, which is Deerling. Deerling and Sawsbuck are the only other Pokemon, apart from Mythicals and Regionals in Gen 5, that aren't shiny yet. So that's it. Unovan Tour people won't be bringing in very many new shinies, that's for damn sure. But I'm all down for a little bit of a Wobbuffet, well not Wobbuffet, sorry, Sewaddle action. Not a bad one. Can I walk closer to this Dynamax thing? I swear I was in range. I'm going to loop round the corner here. It's a bit of a dodgy thing. Come on, I must be in range. Surely. Can't quite believe that. Okay, there we go. Took a little bit of fudging on the old positioning there, but we're going to do Dynamax Wooloo, and then we'll wander around Ealing's Walpole Park, see how it goes. Course hatch distance too. Yes, it's about time that bonus cycled on through. The last time we had that was, well, technically Belden Combo Classic, but we also had it for Dynamo. CeeLo, not bad, love any Gen 5 mom. It's good that it's a new shiny. New shiny, can't really go wrong. Is Sewaddle and the family good for either PvP or PvE? I honestly think they're all fairly useless. I've got to be honest. Definitely not for the raids or gym system. I don't know how Shadowclaw stacks up with Levany, etc. I'm sure some people will be doing a PvP analysis imminently. Let's go for a max overgrowth and take down the Hulu. Come on. Surprised about Swaddle, but Mark will be... yeah, Mark is going to be ecstatic. Plus we can whack that in the recording for tonight, which is perfect. So while Ian and I are busy gushing over the Grand Tour's final episode, at least Mark will have something to gush over as well with Swaddle Community Day. That's something. I think we might have to look to do something. It's not shiny, unfortunately. A 378 is terrible. Oh, dearie me. I think we're going to have to talk to Mark and Ian and try and do another com day on the road somewhere for that. I can see it have some play in limited cups, says Ace. Possibly. You're probably right, because it's a lot of these certain com day mons in specific cups where a lot of typings or particular Pokemon are outlawed or banned. Certain other Pokemon, usually com day things, suddenly come into the fray and are actually quite usable. Just go visit Marky. We have talked about that. I'm sure we'll talk about it tonight. And go back to Stonehenge. Com day at Stonehenge. Now I think for Swaddle we'd better do something a bit more interesting. For example, the previous com day mon, what was that? Rank 2 in Psychic Cup. Psychic Cup. Ah, so the Galarian Rapidash, I assume you mean. Interesting. Always appreciate the extra knowledge of anything, you know. For me, someone who hasn't watched Top Gear much, honestly sad it's actually ending. You need to go back Renoir, and watch all the old Top Gear series. That's what I'm doing now. Don't mean to close the app. That was very foolish of me. I'm going back and watching the old episodes, working my way back through it. I don't think I'll ever stop either. As a big petrol head, you know, I'm a huge petrol head, fan of cars, really like the aspect of design, driving, etc. Those three in that show was very significant. Mateus, yes, we were just talking about the recently announced Swaddle Community Day. Dropped, 7 minutes ago or so? So shout out Charlie Lucy, who alerted us of the Com Day's new existence. It's rather cool. Not against it at all. It's a new shiny, so it's actually one good to go and collect. It won't be a like the Ponytail one where Ian and I were transferring them constantly. A bit like Poplio. Poplio, I was very happy to go around and get as many shinies as I possibly could do. Let's check this research task for a Squovet that's not a shiny or a hundo, unfortunately. And let's move on to the next cluster. Ace. We got 083YT Ace, and we've got another Ace in stream. Hey, welcome to you both. Please don't speak about the Grand Tour. I haven't fully watched the episode yet. Don't worry, Charlie Lucy, I'll save you any spoilers. No spoilers yet, but I will say that they rounded out the show and what they do as a 3 in possibly one of the best ways. I think actually the best way, given what the Grand Tour is about. They did it in the best way they could have. And if you're a long-standing fan of Clarkson, Hammond and May, you will very much appreciate the ending of that show. Liked it. Knew it was going to have a com day this year. I honestly thought, and this is what was interesting, I honestly thought that Swaddle would have been September's Community Day, because, oh, we've got another huge Wobbuffet, nice. This time last year, September 2023, was Grubbin Community Day, so I thought they might have gone down the kind of bug route again, but they've shuffled it along an extra month. I've got to say though, Swaddle is not exactly the most spooky Pokemon in the world, Mr. Banana, hey, another fan. Appreciate the Top Gear and Grand Tour. Always a must-watch for me. I think the Bolivia special is my favourite. Do you know I had that on earlier today? I've got to agree with you. I think that was possibly my favourite special too. Of the Top Gear ones, definitely. In terms of Top Gear, Bolivia Special, I think for Grand Tour, a Scandi Flick for me is possibly my favourite. But Euro Crash is very much a close second. Oh, it's Artem. Quick question. How good or bad is Zacian in Pokemon Go? Never gotten a chance to raid it. In terms of... This is tricky because it's now coming back after like 2 years away. First time being shiny. Zacian is an absolute must-have for Master League PvP. In fact, Ace has beaten me to it. There you go. Zacian is a huge deal in Master League PvP. Absolutely amazing to use. In terms of raid capability, I'm not sure because, you know, back in the day it didn't used to be too good, but maybe some move timing updates with the new raid system, etc. It may be a bit more usable. Ultimus Elite, all the way from LA. Good to see you joining the stream once again. How are you doing? A good morning to you. Saw Ace making a comment about roots and the lack of Zygarde cells. Don't worry, I've been in your exact position before. I think the most I did was like 8 or 9 roots and didn't get a single Zygarde cell. And I got very bored at the end of it. I thought, what's the point? What's quite exciting though is obviously Zacian coming out as shiny for the first time, and I will make this point when we get to that legendary being released right at the end of this month. But we, as Pokemon Go players, are going to be the first Pokemon, game people in the world to be able to get more than one shiny Zacian, I think. Because previously, shiny Zacian and Zamazenta were only available through a limited code release for Sword and Shield. So you only got one of each. So us having it in a raid capability, I think we're going to be the first people who play a Pokemon game to be able to get more than one, which is quite insane. Also, if I look in, I have one Zacian from 2022, that's a 98. It's quite close, but Pokédex, I've only done 15 of them, and I don't actually have a Zamazenta in my decks, because there was a point where I think they got released in 2021, and it was the time of the very first Hirus Niantic, and I kind of stopped raiding at that point. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to get Zamazenta in my Pokédex. I think I got Zacian once, and then I did a bunch of them at the World Championships of 2022. But I still don't have a Zamazenta in my Pokédex at all. So when that comes out later in this season as a shiny, I should be able to try for a Pokédex shiny, which would be quite cool. But to be honest, there's quite a lot of people who've come to the game since Zamazenta and Zacian were in raids the last time. So it's going to be a lot of people's first attempts at getting one, which is all very good indeed. This is Ace. If they give it a better fast move, it'd be amazing for raids. Because I forget its moveset. What do we know what it sort of has in its move pool at the moment? So obviously it's a fairy type. Fairy type is a good shiny as well. And we still have 2 Groudon raid hours to get through, to be fair. I should really whack on Spatial Rem, but I don't want to waste the dust. It's only Wobbuffet. It's only Wobbuffet, we already have a shiny of it. And I think, let's go and do the Dynamax Wooloo. Because why the hell not? Genuinely forgot roots were a thing. No need chasing if no Basculin. Ah, that's the thing. They are in the eggs, as you say. 7-kilometer eggs from Mateo could give you a Basculin, but that's going to be a long grind. Considering you can only see Mateo, I think, once a day, the likelihood of hatching a white striped Basculin shiny is so tiny. So tiny. Ace, I'd be chasing roots a bit more if I had a 93% Zygarde. Yes, you go, go, go. It's a bit of a long grind, one of the more kind of hardcore things to do in the game, but yo, go and get that maxed out. Mine's like 73% or something utterly dreadful, so I'm quite happy holding off. Currently has Snarl, Quick Attack. Believe it. Do you know what? I should actually just check, shouldn't I? I could probably help us all out. So it can have a full steel type moveset, Metal Claw and Iron Head. Let's have a look at the fast moves. There you go, it can have 4. Metal Claw, Snarl, Quick Attack and Fire Fang as its fast moves. And then if we looked at the charge moves, Play Rough, Wild Charge, Close Combat and Iron Head. So it's got quite a diverse moveset, which is quite nice. Telepathy. Hey, good to see you on the stream. How are you? Welcome, welcome in. And Randy, first Mateo who had a Basculin 10-10-10. Oh, nice. The Tendo. Shame it wasn't a shiny. That would have been something. Right, before we faff around anymore, let's do the Wooloo battle, because why not? There we go. But good that we know the moveset now of it. I'm genuinely much more excited. Like, it's been so long since having a new legendary in a raid boss cycle that hasn't been part of a Go Fest or some tour event, etc. Everything else seems to have been recycled. I know they're running out of things, but it's taken a long time to finally get to shiny Zacian. Considering, peeps, it was first available in 2021. Kind of wild. Goach Car, hey, good to see you, dude. Hope all is well. Love the Ponyta vlog. Thank you, dude. Always love hearing the positive feedback on it. Just confirmed Sir Waddle Comday is next, so Master 27 will be grinding for sure. Yeah, we've just been talking about that. Sir Waddle Community Day confirmed for October. What is it? Is it October the 14th or 15th? I forget. It's that sort of weekend, isn't it? It's a Saturday com day, which is great. So I'm very much hoping that Mark Ian and I can link up for this one. And I think we'll have to do an avatar joke thing again. Maybe who gets the largest Sir Waddle doesn't lose their avatar or something like that. That'd be quite fun. Doesn't it have a special move in the actual games? Yes, it would do. And you know that Niantic are going to hold on to that special move for Zacian and Zamazenta. And they've even got their own special forms as well, haven't they? Got the other forms. Is it the 5th of October? Ah, thank you, Randy, for clarifying that one. So it's actually quite early on in October. Behemoth Blade, that's a good name. That's a very good name. Walter, always good to see you in the stream. How are you doing today? By the way, peeps, if you haven't gone to see the Ponyta Com Day vlog, please do go and check it out. YouTube's done a frankly outstanding job at not letting you guys know that my video got posted. Honestly, it's a bit like when you get a return to sender email. You know, you put a video up and YouTube goes, yeah, nah, thanks. Thank you very much, YouTube, failing me miserably. It's quite a good adventurous vlog, going very much down the Grand Tour and Top Gear route. So even brought back the whole Top Gear style intro that God. Story behind the intro, people. I spent, I think, 6 or 7 hours overnight back in 2021 when we were up at Ian's place for Shinx Community Day. I was working, I had the Top Gear intro on my phone and I was playing it through frame by frame to match the timing sequence and the positioning of all the little bits of video composition. It took me 6 and a bit hours and I actually edited through until sunrise on Shinx Community Day to make that video intro happen. So that was an intense one, but then it's been sat in the archives for 1.5 years and then nice to bring it back in. Appreciate that, Artem, thank you so much, and Walter as well. That's some dedication. It really was. I don't know why, it's just one of those things that got fixated on it, because That wasn't the first time we've met up for a community day, but it was sort of the Shinks Com Day. I just sort of felt like, you know, I had Mark, Ian and me playing together, and I was like, do you know what, I'm going to try and make something a bit different. Oh, I know why. It's because we did the intro and the outro as like a 3 together, and that's where the idea came from. I was like, do you know what, I'm going to make this sequence. I'm going to put it together, and I'm really glad I did. BT Grind, say good to see you, dude. How are you? How are things? How's the hunt going? Hunt's going, you know, surprisingly well. We got some weather boost. We got our shiny on the 3rd check of the stream, which is great. I really wasn't expecting to pick up a sparkly one today. But so far, we've just been chatting about, you know, the Grand Tour, Top Gear, Swaddle Community Day happening October, and much more besides. I hear an ice cream van. What? Do you know what? We're gonna escape the park and go and do those Dynamax. That's what we're doing. We're gonna go and do the Dynamax, Wooloo and Charmander. 6 hours, my patience could never. That's the plight of post-production, people, is that you can spend hours and hours and hours on things, and it's only for 30 seconds. But at least the 30 seconds that now, I think I remember showing the sequence on a Patreon video, but I'll share it again, perhaps on Patreon or somewhere else. But the title sequence has so many layers of composition, but it's all done so that within each of the layers of composition, I can go in and just swap the raw video elements, so I don't have to redo the whole sequence every time. I can just go in and replace the footage to make a new sequence for a new video. And then there's the whole thing of recording voiceover for it and trying to think of 3 funny segments, etc. Wobbuffet. Da, 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 da. Alright, MS did to forget October is a Halloween month, so sad. To be fair to them, October 2023 Community Day was Timber, which isn't the most spooky of Pokemon either, but I think it's mainly because it's early October. I remember Litwick Community Day in 2022, October. That was way later. It was much closer to Halloween. So that's why that one was kind of a spooky theme. I mean, Timber, I'm not so sure. I just decided to do it. Because why the hell not? And then Swaddle. I honestly thought Swaddle was going to be September's pick, but they swapped it around and chose Ponyta. Alright, let's do this Wooloo if we can reach it. Yes, we can. Let's go. Take it down. Ace, Master League is going to back finally. Let's see. Let's see how it feels. Oh, and I'll be able to show peeps my new setup. I've got most things sorted now, so we should be in a position, people, if we want to do some live streams from home. If we feel like some PvP potential rage is on the cards. What do we think? Oh my god, as if Litwick was 2 years ago, seems like it was yesterday. Yeah, I know, Charlotte. It was so long ago, but it doesn't feel like it at all. I remember it very well because we had a really big meetup. Sue was over here for the event as well. It was huge. Diddly 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 diddly. MS, hope we at least get a Com Day Classic with Ghastly or something. Now the thing is, there's no Com Day Classic scheduled for this whole season. We do have the things, I think we have, obviously we have the Research Day this Sunday for Persimmon, which is the new shiny, and a Rangaroo, which not everybody has. But there's going to be another Research Day and another Raid Day over the course of October and November. So that will be that. They have to release shiny Deerling soon. I think, honestly, McFloofy, they're going to save Deerling. Deerling will be a shiny release for Novan Tour and 1 per biome. So they'll put 1 of each Deerling form in the biomes. 388. It is not a shiny or a hundo on the old Wooloo front. But hey. Paul Kilnear, good to see you in the stream. How are you? Any shiny joy? Yes, thankfully we managed to pick up the shiny on the third check, which is just kind of extraordinary. Crazy, crazy. After Beldum, other com days seem lackluster. I think I said that actually, Celia. It's a very good point. I said it on the Com Day Classic video itself, is that Beldum is so good as a Com Day, or an OG Com Day, that the Community Day Classic for it is better than probably, you know, most of the last 3 or 4 years worth of Community Days themselves. And that's our third XXL one. Does Sir Waddle come as shiny? It will come as shiny on October the 5th for its Community Day. That'll be when the shiny actually gets released. It's a good shiny family as well, you know. Subtle, but a bit more vibrant on the old colours. Also, people, best to keep your XXL Wobbuffets now, because we'll be having showcases, very likely for Psychic-type Pokemon, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So hold on to your XXL Wobbuffet, because, of course, the whole showcase point system got reworked. So now, for type-specific showcases, each Pokemon has its own sort of points listing. So it's not going to be a case of, you know, everybody who wins has to have, you know, for example, fighting or bug types. So, oh, you get a Buzzwole. If you have an XXL Buzzwole, you're fine. Now it's kind of more determined by the actual individual Pokemon, which I think is much better, because it means that, you know, if you have an XXL Squovet, then you're not going to be stumped. Why did it kick me out? Did it really just kick me out of the battle? What the hell? Sealai Ralts would get me hyped for a Community Day Classic. Yes, 100%. Ralts is definitely due a Com Day Classic. That was August 2019, so it's been a very long time. I'm really not sure why that booted me out, I've got to be honest. Can't talk. BT Grind's new showcase system is pretty good, actually, I think. I agree, actually. I do agree. Gives a bit more range, you know. It's like, you know, okay, I can deal with trying to win a showcase when I've got a different variety of XXL Pokemon, because not everybody has a massive Regigigas, for example. It's a bit more fair to everybody, as best as possible. Hit the Max Giza. I think a lot of people would like a Ralts Com Day Classic looking at it. Ace in there, MS, yeah, definitely. Rianne, my extra small Igglybuff got me 1100 points. An extra small one? Really? Must be an XL, surely. Right, let's drop the Squirtle in. Okay, no way are we spending 200 Pokecoins for something rubbish, not a shiny, and 542. It's not a Humber. Not 100% to like Vassas over the weekend. Oh my goodness me. If you enjoyed my Com Day video, go and check out my counterpart, Ian Waterfalls. Because his is, you know, it's a different vibe, got different clips in it. Very good collab, plus he got the 100% Charmander Dynamax. So he definitely won that front. Perhaps XXS will come to showcases. I really hope it does. I really hope it does. It's about time. I honestly don't see why they can't have 2 different showcases at each showcase stop. You have the large showcase and the small showcase. Because honestly, some of the XXS Pokemon I have would be perfect. There's some tiny Wobbuffets. Tiny of everything. In fact, there is a tiny Wobbuffet from God knows when. We have our tiny shiny Lucario from the raid day. We have a tiny Buzzwole. It'd just be fun. I think we're lagging a bit, people. If we're lagging, I apologise, we'll get back to it. Are we here? There we go. If the stream lagged briefly, I apologise. Ooh, could be a fighting type grunt. Let's go. It said tiny everything. No, definitely not. Our Dynamax shiny Pokemon full odds, MS, they shouldn't be. I think they've got to have some kind of boost on them, but it won't be very significant. It's either going to be a 1 in 64 ratio, very similar to raids, regular raids, or it might be a 1 in 125. But not 100% sure. Elise, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. How are you? We are doing Wobbuffet Spotlight Hour, but we're doing a mix of Dynamax bits and pieces. And since we had a Shadow Machop grunt, I thought, why not? It could be a shiny Shadow. And typically, whenever it's Windy Boost, I seem to get better IV Shadow Machops. It's strange. Joey Moody, we've just had the confirmation, they literally just posted it on social media, it's going to be Swaddle. Swaddle is going to be the com day on October the 5th, but it will also be a quarter hatch egg distance, which is a bit of a meh bonus, but yeah, new shiny coming. Let's go. Oh, it's a Shadow Shiny, people. Let's go. Come on. That's fantastic. Kristen, welcome to the stream. Did we call that or did we not? And that's actually a really decent IV one. Because the hundo is 281. So Shadow Shiny, this could be like, you know, around 90%. Because the IV range is small. Oh come on. 15, 15, 0. Why? That's fire though. Come on, Shadow Shiny, people. That's still really cool. Oh my god, it's all the Wobbuffet, jeez. When we were talking about, you know, PvP and everything, I always get the reverse PvP stats. Get high attack and then low HP or defense. But hey, Shadow Shiny is still fantastic. And from a regular grunt, people, regular grunt Shadow Shinies are full odds. So that is insane, pulling that in on stream. Not liking the com day. I know Swaddle's not going to be everybody's favourite choice, but at least it's a new shiny. It's a whole heap better than Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta. Let's just say that. But at least Ponyta came with triple dust. Swaddle is just new shiny kind of hype. So it's a bit like Bounsweet in a way. Bounsweet was a new shiny. My only Dreepy has the exact same IVs. I seriously thought it was going to be so much better IVs because genuinely 281 CP is the Shadow Hundo for Machop. So the fact that it was 276 but it was 15, 15, 0 is very weird. Very, very strange. Haven't got a shiny from the grunt yet. Getting the shinies from the grunts is very, very tricky to do. I think that's my first it's my first one potentially ever, I think. Because most of the Shadow Shinies have come from leaders. I have, and this is where you could potentially do Shadow Raids. The Shadow Raids are shiny boosted like the Rocket Leaders, which I think are about a 1 in 80 or so. We've got Black Scorpion Lair. Hey, good to see you back in the stream. How are you? GG's and the Shadow Shiny Machop. Thank you very much indeed. Definitely not a bad way of streaming an evening, for sure. So that makes it 2 shinies. That's jokes. Double shiny Spotlight Hour. Not the same shiny either, which is quite nice. Now I think there's actually a triple or double Dynamax in that direction, so we'll go over there. What was this? Got the Shundo Pineco from a Shadow Raid the other day. I mean, freaking G's. Congrats, BT Rides. What a silly Pokemon, but still. What a sick shiny though. Shundo Pineco. That shiny is beautiful, so I'd max that out as a level 50 Pineco. I wouldn't necessarily even evolve it, it'd just be funny. A bit like my Shundo Litleo I got from GoFest 2022. I never evolved it to Pyro, I just kept it as a level 50 Litleo for the jokes. Why the hell not? I'm hearing chatter about Frigibacks. Frigibacks, you can find them in the wild, but they are quite rare. They're a bit more common than Dreepy, that's for sure. But what I would say, people, is you're much more likely to hatch your Frigibacks. And speaking of, I should really be incubating some eggs. These regular season eggs, let's get them going. Hatch away, people, hatch away. Mushroom, welcome into a stream once again. Good to have you with us. You just missed some Shadow Shiny hype. Seriously. It's been quite a successful stream. That's what I'm thinking of too. Definitely BT Grounds, that's what I'd say. Just for the lols. Because you could put it in a gym and be like, why is this Pineco like, 1,500 CP or whatever it maxes out as? Still haven't got a good Frigibacks. The best I've had Frigibacks wise is still, after over a year, the lucky trade one I did with Tom. We lucky swapped Frigibacks and I think I got a 93 or so. So trying to find a decent one is tricky. But actually it's worthwhile because Frigibacks, or rather Baxcalibur, is actually one of the better ice type Pokemon these days thanks to the move updates. I think it's like the best pseudo legendary ice type. Apart from Shadow Mamoswine, obviously, but I think Baxcalibur is ranked number 5 overall. Kristen C, when's your spotlight hour? 6 to 7 PM your local time, so very best of luck if it's still to happen. Otherwise, I would recommend trying to hatch some 2-kilometer eggs for shiny, what's the baby version of it called? Why not? That's it, or why not? Try and hatch one of those, because they're coming out of the 2Ks. Let's see the Shadow Shiny hype. The Shadow Shiny hype was this. Shadow Shiny Machop, people. And that was third check. Third check on the Wobbuffet Shiny. But I think we're going to go and do some Dynamax. Bit of Dynamax action, why not? Why not is a bit of a silly Pokemon name. But hey, if you're going to give things silly names, it's got to be Pokemon related, right? Can you get Frigibacks through GBL? Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, speaking of, I probably should do some GBL. Maybe we'll start next week. Need to plug the capture cards in and check everything with Streamlabs. It's our 4th XXL Wobbuffet of the evening. Let's go. I think I might also need to charge the phone a bit, peeps. Mushroom, so funny, I got a Shadow Shiny Machop yesterday on the train. Oh, nicely done. Congratulations. Very good Shadow Shiny. Right, we're powered up. Javolo, good to see you in a stream. How are you? How is everything? Enjoyed the Ponyta video, brilliant stuff. I'm really glad to hear that, thank you so much. Really glad to hear it. It took a long time editing it, so I feel a bit precious about that video. A lot of time and effort creatively went into that one. Right, we did have a bit, I remember this was a bit of a signal dead area, so if we drop out, bear with, peeps. MS collecting pink and purple shinies. Plenty of them in Pokemon Go to go for then. Actually, it's just occurred to me, next week's Spotlight Hour, people, is Machop. So we got Machop shiny a week early. Don't need the spotlight arrow anymore for it. Let's go. Actually, people, if you're here in the chat, is there any Patreon squad members who are still interested in potentially getting a Diddley Squat Farm gift? Because I've got some left, and I also have some Farmer's Dog Clarkson Pub gifts left over. So just give me a shout or tag me on the Patreon Discord, and I'll happily gift them over. I'll attach a Wooloo as well. Because why not? Diana Jim, welcome to the stream. Very good evening, or good morning from Arizona. Hey, lovely to have you joining us. So good morning to you. Hope you have a good day, good start to the day. Let's jump into the squirrel. Let's go. Mushroom, is it just me, or is the Kanto ponytail so much more common than the Galarian ponytail? Difficult to say. Honestly, I found that at the start there were way more Galarians. I think it was cluster dependent, genuinely. But I got way more Kanto shinies than Galarian shinies. Just me personally. Wooloo sticker is cute. Definitely this new season's one with the autumn leaves is very adorable. Dave Price, thank you very much for the kind words. Keep up the video, you're doing a great job. Appreciate that, thank you very much. I'm wishing you a good day. Sammy, I'll take one, just opened your gift. Fabulous. I'll be pinging that over ASAP. Hoping to get my husband to watch the ponytail video before we watch the last Grand Tour, seems fitting. Enjoy. I would also recommend, if you haven't seen Ian's one, watch Ian's as well, because he had a really fun day. He went almost a bit more Grand Tour because he put more of his travel in than I did. But enjoy one for the road. Honestly, it's a really, really good watch. It was quite an emotional watch at the end. Right, Dynamax Squovet coming in. And let's go. Not shiny, and 520 ain't 100%er. Maxi B89, good to see you on the stream. Got two ponytail shiny, one after the other, both kinds. Nicely done. So a double region back to back. Fabulous. Wish it was shiny, but hey. And thank you, mods, for throwing up all the millions of links as well. We've got Ian's link there if you don't know where his YouTube channel is. Alright, now we're going to jump in the Charmander. Let's go. Do you have any Dynamax shinies yet? Unfortunately, no, Kristen C, I don't. I haven't been very lucky with them. I haven't really done a crazy amount of them. I would like to do more. Sol, can you do a video about the best current raid attackers? Funnily enough, that is on the agenda for tomorrow afternoon because, yeah, I think we talked about it maybe last week. I've just not been able to get around to it. But a huge switch up means that so many different Pokemon now are much more usable than they once were. And actually, people, you know, it may be a bit more easy now because of some of the meta changes. Lower level players may have more relevant Pokemon. For example, if you farmed Magnemite Spolao the other month, Magnemite and its, well, Magnezone and its Shadow variants are better than Xurkitree. There we go. Not watched Ian's yet, so definitely watching that later too. Fabulous. Yeah, definitely go and watch Ian's video from the day. It was a good laugh for both of us, and for Francesco and Dwayne, who popped on over with us. It was a nice sort of quad, a really fun little adventure. It's not a shiny, and oh dear, 524, nowhere near 100%er. Keldeo is better than Mega Lucario now, and that's crazy if you ask me. Yeah, absolutely ace. I think honestly we've got to kind of discount Keldeo because it was a one-time paid-to-win mythical from research in 2022. And I can tell you from experience, if we look here, Keldeo, mine is just awful. Just horrendous. But because it gets low kick and Sacred Sword, which had changes and stuff, it's much better to use. Right, we need some spawns, and I'm tempted to go for the Squirtle over there. Squirtle or Squovet? Biggest change, Meowscarada being a better grass type attacker than Katana. Not only Meowscarada, CeeLo, but Decidueye as well. Although Decidueye had its com day, so it has Frenzy Plant to make it really good. Meowscarada doesn't even have it yet. So if they keep the meta this same way, whenever we eventually get to the Gen 9 com days for the starters, Meowscarada with Frenzy Plant is likely going to be one of the best grass-type Pokemon in the game, or even better than it already is. Theoretically, Rillaboom should be really good with Frenzy Plant too. Wobbuffets everywhere. Let's get these checks going. I'm going to do the Squovet. Squovet check. That gave me motivation to actually evolve my Meowscarada family. Do you know what? I was thinking of doing it and I still haven't yet. I really should. B-Bar. Bert, good to see you on the stream, dude. How are you doing today? Hope all is good with you over in the States. We've got about 14 minutes of Spot Hour left. We've been faffing around doing some Dynamax bits and pieces here and there. Got some shiny luck. Going for a little bit more. Let's ready it up. I'm very tempted, but I think I might do that whenever we do the video about the meta changes. Because I think it might be quite right to talk about the new meta and actually showcase me upgrading some of my teams. Because I've got a Shadow Magnezone, 93% 15 attack, that's sat waiting to be powered up for the longest time, and now it should be. I've also got Meowscarada ready to go. So, I feel it's right. I don't have cam anymore. No, I don't. I'm running a streaming software on my iPhone, so we're using iOS these days. Yeah, we won't have any more face cam. We ditched the Android because it was just too problematic. And yes, turns out it was the device. Nothing to do with the SIM card because, well, shall we just say the SIM card was providing 5G and the Samsung was not taking the 5G very well. I mean, we're live streaming on 4G here and it seems perfectly okay. Quality of current streams is GG's. Thank you very much, CeeLo. What are we dropping in? Let's drop that one in. There we go. And then we'll get a Dynamax shiny. I've seen a couple on social media, but not me personally. Shout in chat if you've had a shiny from a Dynamax battle. Let's go. They are a bit harder to beat than before, but I think they've made them a bit easier again. 93%. They made them a little bit easier again because of how broken the raid bosses were. Like Kyogre, we saw it on last week's raid hour. Kyogre was spamming about 7 blizzards in a row, which is obviously not how it's meant to be. So I think they changed the raid bosses again slightly. I know Niantic Support tweeted or posted on X about it. So let's go. BT Grinds, this is fellow streamer information. Here we go. Sometimes 5G is fragile for streaming. I even find LTE works better than 5G for me. There we go. What do you use to live stream, by the way, BT Grinds? Like, are you on iOS? Are you on Android? Do you use a streaming app on iOS in that case? Because I'm using Prism Live, which so far works okay, but it won't put it into the shorts format for me, which is really annoying. I've done all kinds of digging around and not been able to figure it out. iOS and Streamlabs, okay, interesting. I tried Streamlabs, it seemed to be a bit glitchy for me. Maybe it was just the version of the phone I'm using. But thank you, might have to give that a bash again. Dave Price got a shiny Charmander from a Dynamax raid, nice. Good stuff. Tsunami, good to see you back in a stream. The Wobbuffet decided to run away, oh no. Oh dearie me. Where shall we go next? We've got a Houndoom raid. There is a Groudon down the road. Should we go and let's go and do the Groudon. I think that's right. Even while I'm starting to be able to be here busy with family matters. Tsunami, that's absolutely okay. I hope everything is all good on your end. Did you hear about Sir Waddle Community Day? Yes, we've been chatting away here on stream. Charlie Lucy let us know that it was a thing. It's been confirmed, and to be honest, it seems to have divided opinion. But to be honest, actually, that can be a good thing sometimes. You know, I think it's quite good. You know, it could be worse, to quote Top Gear. It's a new shiny family, and it's a shiny family that's been really long overdue to be released. Oh, there we go, people. We've got our second shiny Wobbuffet of the evening. Come on. 9 minutes before the stream finishes. Let's go. I think we've actually picked up a female and a male tonight. Let's go, peeps. Come on. 3XL for the catch. It's an extra small shiny. 2-star. And it's going to be 1844. What an amazing year, I'm sure it was. Second, it's technically third shiny of the stream, people. Yep, we started with the female, third check-in, Shadow Shine Machop from the Grunt, and now the Wobbuffet number 2. Let's go. Last thing to do is to go and get a shiny Groudon, people, from the raid. Thank you, people, for the good vibes and the shiny luck and the shiny emojis everywhere. You guys are awesome. The best. The best a YouTuber could ask for. Very sparkly filled stream, which is definitely no bad thing at all. There was a question I think I missed before. Black Scorpion Lair. Still use Android for my stream, but only have problems in certain areas like the beach. Okay, fair enough. What Android device do you use? Because I know for a fact that my Samsung Fold 3 was just too old. Too much of a relic, and it couldn't hack live streaming at all. Kristen C. How does it feel to win at live? Yeah. That's referring to Dave Price's shiny Dynamax. But frankly, yeah, is exceptional. Awesome. Tsunami, is Wobbuffet shiny boosted or not? I don't think it is. It used to be back in the day, but it may not be shiny boosted now. I think it only becomes shiny boosted when it has the party hat on it, when we have it back for like the New Year's events or sort of the more festive events. When it's available only in raids, then I think it becomes 1 in 64. I could be wrong on that one. Don't think Spotlight Owls are ever shiny boosted. They're not shiny boosted unless the Pokemon itself is shiny boosted. So, for example, if we were going to get, for example, you know, if we got a Alolan Meowth Spotlight Hour again, that is a perma boosted shiny. Which is why we sort of always look at the Spotlight Hour listings and be like, is there anything here? Is there anything that's either, you know, Stardust boosted or shiny boosted or something like that that could actually be very interesting? So I think technically Wooloo, because of the event, was Spotlight Hour shiny boosted as well. But it was shiny boosted thanks to the outlying event. Similar actually, people. Do you remember earlier in the year we had Trubbish Spotlight Hour? I think it was either in April or May. And Trubbish Spotlight Hour was actually shiny boosted because of the Sustainability Week event. The way that event was structured, Trubbish had a shiny boost on the field research tasks and the eggs, but because it suddenly became available in the wild for an hour, it was shiny boosted. I think we got like 3 or 4 shinies in the Spotlight Hour. So there you go, the more you know. No space in the gym, but that's a-okay. Actually, I think there's another power spot. There's 2 of them. We could go and do both. There's a Squovet and a whatever. Squirtle, that's it. The SS. I think it's a full odds. Samsung, but do need to upgrade from the A13. Gotcha, Black Scorpion Lair. I think that's still more up to date than my Samsung Fold 3 was. So it's just, I don't know, the Samsung decided, you know what, I don't feel like connecting to your SIM card anymore. And it would just cut the signal for no reason. And just die on me. It's very weird. So I'm very glad to be rid of it. Trying to stream using other formats. Come on, let's go. Which is a very beautiful sunset here. I used to be able to show the sunset because of having a camera, but now I can't. Unless I pop in AR mode, but I don't fancy breaking the stream. We've got 4 minutes of this spotlight hour left, and I'd be very surprised if we picked up another shiny. I've got to be honest. Wobbuffet very much liking us this evening. Absolute jokes. Good luck, people, if you are yet to play the spotlight hour, and you need the shiny, because I mean, really, it's one of those shinies that if you've played the game for a long time, it's been available in so many events. I remember picking up a lot of them for Johto Tour, but Johto Tour is coming up to being nearly 3 years ago. And it's crazy to think back that far and you think, that event feels like it was yesterday. Come on.
Okay, lovely, okay.
Take a shot every time Milo gets a shiny. That could either be a very good or very bad game. So what we're going to do, we're going to walk down to the Dynamax raids, do them, then we'll finish with the Groudon. We started with the Groudon raid, we'll finish with the Groudon raid. I think that's only right. Trash Bag was a good spotlight hour. Definitely was. Any spotlight hour that has a Stardust boosted Pokemon, top tier in my view. Doesn't even need the double dust boost on it. That's why I'm hoping we get more like it. I remember we had Morlul spotlight hour, and to be honest, actually, people, Morlul is a featured spawn in the Psychic Spectacular, so it's a double dust event too. So worth whacking down a star piece if you can find those Morlul. We didn't even put down an incense for tonight. What is this? Ace. It's not too bad for PvP either, not gonna lie. Well, it's actually decent. Wobbuffet. I mean, it's incredibly bulky. One of the bulkiest Pokemon you can get. And it does get some irritating movesets. That's for sure. Counter as a fast move in PvP, very good to have. I'm sure it has some spam moves. Started with the Groudon raid. Did anyone get anything good? I don't think so. I think it was a generally trash Groudon raid, unfortunately. I've yet to find the shiny Groudon, but hopefully the raid hour luck can come through like it has done for Kyogre. Okay, we're here at the Dynamax. Maybe this one will deliver. Absolutely, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Let's do a few more Wobbuffet checks. No magenta pink. So we've got 1 minute to go, peeps. Is it worth whacking on Spatial Rend for a minute? Probably not. You know? Might just do a bit of wandering down. See if there's anything else. Will anything else spawn in? Ka-ching, not the pink one. But that is okay. Good amount of checks tonight, which is nice. Counter been nerfed in PvP, has it? Ooh dear. It was the whole PvP rework, so I didn't know anything about the PvP system anyway. Now it's just like, I'll wing it. Wing it and see what happens. There's a Wobbuffet! Not shiny. Nice that we had the weather boost though. Ah, we just missed out on one final check. So, Wobbuffet, we started on 16-14 encounters, people. And obviously we had the shiny at 16-17, and then subsequently 18-44 on the checks, and we're now at 18-96. That's a very decent haul. Good amount of XL candy actually as well. And if we go age 0 and Wob, we caught 233. Quite a few probably ran, but 2 shinies for Spolao is actually exceptional. So really, really good. And let's just jump into the Squirtle, then the Squovet, and then we'll finish with the Groudon. Great Spolao, plus the Shadow Shiny Machop. I think I said it earlier, but actually, peeps, quite funny, because next week's Spolao is Shiny Machop. So Machop gets its own Spolao, but we got the Shadow Shiny of it this week. Actually jokes. Should have nerfed Charmin Shadow Claw, but decided not to. I need to go and find... There's somebody did a big infographic on all the changes for PvP, which is quite nice and easy to understand. Oh, let's get that energy. Can I swipe? Thank you. There we go. Great haul from Spolao. Definitely. Thank you, Kristen C. Definitely one of the better weeks, that's for sure. But I'm going to send the Shiny Luck over to anybody who is yet to play Wobbuffet Spolao and needs the Shiny. Really hoping people can get it. PvP is fun, but they still have the frame drops going on. Excellent. That'll be really, really fun to play with the PvP live streams if we ever bring those in. Can't wait. Come on. Dynamax Shiny. Nope, no, unfortunately not. 523 I don't think is overly good. I think you want 540 or 550 for Squirtle, something along those lines. But we still do have a Squirrel. Charlie Davis, welcome into the stream. Spolao has finished, but we've got a Dynamax Squirtle to go and do, plus a Groudon to give a bash. Pineco, shiny. No, that would have been too good to be true. And Squovet, not shiny, but can we reach this one? Yes, we can. Tandoori Villa, let's go. Restaurant round the corner. Is Wobbuffet Perma Boost or is it 1 in 400? Yeah, it's a 1 in 500, I think. I think it's a full-on shiny at the moment for sure. The only time that Wobbuffet tends to get a shiny boost is when they do the New Year's events, when they add the party hat on it. Because they always add a little shiny boost for the party hat Pokemon that are in raids, and Wobbuffet and Raticate always seem to get put in the 3-star raids for those party events. Come on. Give me the Dynamax. Bring it. Can the Kanto starter Dynamax also Mega Evolve? They can do, but once you Mega Evolve them, you can't Dynamax them. So you, for example, can't have a Dynamaxed Mega at the same time. You have to pick or choose. Easy takedown, let's go. Feeling the ground's going to be sparkly. Well, let's find out, BT Grinds. Let's find out, shall we? Didn't you get a hundo? Did BT Grinds get a hundo? I mean, shout out if you did. 2 days ago. Well, congrats on the hundo. Hundo Groudon. 519 for the old Squirtle. Not shiny, unfortunately. Bit of a shame, but hey. B-Bar, good to see you in the stream as always, dude. Have a good rest of your day. Hopefully see you again tomorrow. And expect some Groudon invites. This one's pretty flat. But now, Stonjourner. Nice, bit of UK regional action. Let's go. Personally, for me, it's got to be a Shundo Groudon or bust. I know it's not much to ask for, but gotta try. Right, let's jump in. Oh no, let's tap a Pidgey behind the gym somehow. Alright. We're not going to jump in that lobby. We are going to do our own so we can get the invites out. There we go. Invites out the window. We should probably revive a few things too. We need to go grass. We'll bring the Katana army because why the hell not? And we'll primal a little bit. Randy can do one as well. Fabulous. I shall ping you an invite. Come on. Where's Randy? He's going to be somewhere at the bottom of the list if I can find him. Randy's there. BT Grinds, come and join us. There we go. Do you need XLs? And let's fight Tony TM. Let's go. Renoir. Shundo Groudon or Bust is nuts. Yeah, I mean, my Groudon luck's been a lot better than Kyogre. Let's just say that. After however many hundreds of Kyogre raids, never had a 100%er from the raid. But Groudon, about the same number of raids, probably around the 700 area or so. And 300%ers. Sophie, lovely to see you. How are you doing this evening? Loved your video for Ponytail Com Day. Thank you so very much indeed. I'm really glad to hear it was an enjoyable watch. Got 7 of us in. Nice. A big shout out to you guys who've stuck around for the stream. The regular concurrent viewers, thank you so much. And if you're a new viewer here, thank you very much for popping in. Hope it's been enjoyable enough for you to consider hitting that subscribe button and sticking with me for the content. What's the bonus? The bonus for the Spotlight Hour was 2x catch XP. So quite a good one considering how easy the Wobbuffet Excellent is. So if you need a bit of XP, definitely put your lucky egg on, get that Excellent throw nailed. Good luck on this raid. Thank you very much, Telepathy. Hopefully no solar beam on this one. Definitely, Kristen. I didn't even check the charge move of it. What is it? Tell me. Tell me, Groudon. Earthquake. Okay, easy to deal with. Easy to deal with. They need to double the raid invites from 5 save time. Yeah, it'd be nice if they did, but at least we can do 2 waves of invites these days rather than the old system where we had to jump out and then re-lobby. Just got home from Tuesday, dinner and trades. I'm good. Lovely to hear. Fantastic. Hope some of the trades were good. And forget lobby codes. Oh yes, exactly. Having to remember what code you had for the lobby. So, good luck people. You're looking for... Oh, we got 2284, so really bad. 2351 is your magical number. 1 rare XL ain't too shabby at all. I honestly forget where I was putting my rare XLs into these days. BT Grinds with the final strike. Good luck, people, for your shinny. The shinny is not here. Actually, I think the shiny would look really nice against those red and orange autumnal trees. A really nice colour contrast. But while I wander back home, because I need to have a bite to eat and get ready for podcast recording tonight, if you haven't done already, please go and drop a download to episode 188 of the Incensed podcast that released on Sunday. It's available on every single podcast platform. You can hit the follow and subscribe button on the podcast. We never miss a week on that show. 2331, not bad but not good enough. Yeah, exactly, not too bad, Randy, but yeah, not up to our standards. 2307 for BT Grinds, that would be a nice 100% Zekrom Reshiram or Altered Dialga, but unfortunately it's the wrong raid boss. My Flu of 2305, very welcome for the invite. Sorry it wasn't shiny. It's Suinquil fish. Would have been mad. One thing to do actually is to check the 100%ers, because we didn't check Hundos. Let's see if we picked up a Hundo Wobbuffet. No, we didn't. No Hundo Wobbuffet, unfortunately. And obviously it wouldn't be a Nundo game because it was weather boosted for the entire hour. So, people, Phantom, not shiny. That is going to wrap up the stream for tonight. So thank you very much for joining me for this one. We will be live again tomorrow, round about the same time, covering Groudon Raid Hour. It's going to be a really good one. Groudon thankfully gets 2. And of course, if you want to join for some Groudon invites, etc., you can pop a comment over on the Ponyta, the Galarian and Ponyta Comday video. Okay, so head over to the Comday video for Ponyta, drop a comment on it, including your in-game name and your friend code, and that'll be the way that I'm going to add people tomorrow for some Raid Hour Groudon invites. And it's a Makahita, so that's a touch of, well, on that terrible disappointment. We're going to say thank you very much for joining, everybody. Huge shout out to the mod squad. Finally, last shout out to the mod squad, who really are the bedrock of the streams that really help keep the chat flowing and everything like that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and I'll